The BRS MLC Kavitha was quizzed by the Enforcement Directorate officials for over 9 hours in connection with the alleged Delhi excise policy scam case. 44-year-old Ms. Kavitha arrived at the ED office amidst heavy presence of the police and paramilitary personnel. That was in the morning around 11:15 a.m. That's when the questioning began. She left the ED office just a little while ago around 8:10 p.m. and she's been asked to return for another round of questioning on the 16th of March. Now, Ms. Kavitha was summoned to join the probe on Thursday, but she wrote a letter seeking more time, citing her protests that were scheduled in Delhi on Friday, seeking the introduction of the Women's Reservation Bill in Parliament. Her father, KCR, popularly known, Chandrasekhar Rao, popularly known as KCR, is a key opposition leader, and this has led to allegations against the BJP-led centre of them using or misusing central agencies to harass opposition leaders with false cases. Kavitha's brother and Telangana Minister K.T. Ramarao also came to Delhi yesterday, a day before his sister's questioning by the ED. KCR told party leaders that they would continue to fight to stop harassment by their rival BJP, as they claim the BJP is using central agencies. Kavitha herself told NDTV that the BJP is trying to intimidate my leader, referring of course to her father KCR, who is hoping for a third consecutive term in power in the state where assembly elections are due in just a few months. So those visuals there of Kavitha leaving the ED office where Arvind is right now, those visuals of her leaving the ED office after 9 hours of questioning, a long day of questioning. What exactly is the agency saying they have found out at the end of this questioning? What do you know about the questioning? What questions were put forward to her? Did she have to meet with other witnesses or accused in this case? What can you tell us, Arvind?
Kavitha, after being questioned for almost 9 hours by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the money laundering investigation by the Enforcement Directorate, left Enforcement Directorate office sometime around 8 p.m. and what our sources are saying is that Kavitha has been again summoned by the agency for second round of questioning on March 16th. So during questioning today, Kavitha was asked to submit all her phones, and then what our sources are saying is that because she didn't carry phones at that particular point of time, Kavitha asked her secretary to bring her phones, and then during the course of the questioning, Kavitha submitted the phones. Though Enforcement Directorate sources say that Kavitha has changed almost 4 phones since the FIR was registered by CBI. What our sources say that Kavitha promptly cooperating with the investigation, complied with the direction of the agency, and then she has submitted the phones that were available with her during the course of the investigation. Also, very importantly, our sources say that Kavitha was confronted with Arun Ramachandra Pillai. Arun Ramachandra Pillai, Hyderabad-based businessman who is also an accused in this particular case, has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate, and he is currently in the custody of the Enforcement Directorate. And according to the Enforcement Directorate case, Arun Ramachandra Pillai took almost 30% stake in Indo Spirits Company, and the agency claimed this particular 30% stake in the Indo Spirits Company is not Arun Ramachandra Pillai's stake, but whereas Arun Ramachandra Pillai was just a frontman for Kavitha, it was Kavitha's money that Arun Ramachandra Pillai invested and then took almost 30% stake from Indo Spirits, which got the wholesale liquor license in Delhi market. And agency claimed that it was a political conspiracy between Kavitha and the Aam Aadmi Party leaders through which Indo Spirits got the wholesale liquor license, and then Kavitha along with Makuntala Srinivasa Reddy and Sarath Chandra Reddy made money, got undue benefits through this particular scam. That seems to be the case that the Enforcement Directorate is trying to build around Kavitha. So not just Kavitha, not just Arun Ramachandra Pillai's statement, what we are also being told is that Kavitha was also confronted with the recorded statement of Buchi Babu, who is the auditor of Kavitha. So because the questioning couldn't end today, and the agency is also planning to forensically examine the phones that have been submitted by Kavitha, that's why our sources say Kavitha has again been summoned for second round of questioning on March 16th.
All right, so 2 big takeaways there from Arvind's response there. So the ED sees Kavitha's phone and that they've interrogated her reportedly together along with the Hyderabad-based businessman Arun Ramachandra Pillai. But Arvind, Kavitha has already been questioned earlier, but she's still not an accused. She's not named in this case as an accused. Is that correct?
Sarah, in CBI's affair, Kavitha is not a named accused. That's why CBI, when CBI first issued a summons, that was she was called as a witness to depose before CBI. But in the Enforcement Directorate case, Kavitha can be seen as an accused because in the recent remand application that have been filed by Enforcement Directorate against Arun Ramachandra Pillai, or even to that matter Manish Sisodia, the former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, who is also currently in the custody of Enforcement Directorate, they have clearly named that Kavitha as an active person who played a vital role in as part of the South Group, which secured almost 60% of the Indo Spirits company, which subsequently awarded with the wholesale liquor license based on the conspiracy between Kavitha and the Aam Aadmi Party, and that's why now Enforcement Directorate summoned her as an accused, and they have recorded a statement as an accused. So in the Enforcement Directorate case, let's be clear that Kavitha is an accused, but in the CBI's case, as of this moment, Kavitha has not been charge sheeted as an accused as of this moment. Sarah?
Distinction, good point there. Thanks so much, Arvind, for that. We'll come back to you. So, K. Kavitha, question for 9 hours. Summoned again now on the 16th. So are we fighting corruption here, or is this just vendetta politics? That's a big question on left, right and centre. Joining us now, Ravula Sridhar Reddy, senior leader of BRS, chairman of the Telangana State Education and Welfare Infrastructure Development Corporation. Thanks for your time. Rachna Reddy, also spokesperson of the BJP and senior advocate, Smita Gupta, senior journalist, and Reena Gupta, national spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Of course, all the surnames, double, 2 Guptas and 2 Reddys. So best of luck to this conversation. Hopefully, we'll all get to make our points. But Mr. Reddy, Ravula Sridhar Reddy, 9 hours of questioning, but yesterday KCR had claimed that Ms. Kavitha would be arrested. That hasn't happened. She's merely been questioned so far. Your response?
See, we always have cooperated with the investigating agencies, though all these cases are fabricated and our leaders are falsely implicated in this case. While we have already said many a times, Kavitha ji has no role in this particular case. This is only a political witch hunt, a politically motivated case. Till now, in the because this is an election year, we know before Modi and Amit Shah comes to our state for campaigning, definitely ED, CBI and IT will come. Till date, 13 leaders, our ministers, MLAs and few of our MPs were raided by ED as well IT. They have been harassed. There were many cases booked, but there is no evidence found. Even in this case, till date, no evidence is found. Nowhere the information is clear. Everything is, on papers. All the losses are imaginary. So again, this case also will, definitely we will come out clean in this case also. So this investigation, questioning, all this will go on till the elections are over, because wherever BJP is not in power, they made it a modus operandi. They have been working, questioning calling the opposition leaders to ED questioning or framing CBI cases or ID raids. This is what is expected, and it's happening in our state. As our Honorable Chief Minister said yesterday, we are ready to face it. We have the confidence on the judicial system. We have the confidence on the Constitution. Definitely, we will face all these. We will cooperate with the investigative agencies. We will come out clean in this.
All right. So, Ms. Rachna Reddy, so you have Mr. Reddy saying that this will continue till the elections come up. Now, interestingly, we had Manish Sisodia also in the same agency office being questioned at the same time. You have Tejasvi Yadav, who was given a summons to come before and present himself before the CBI in the Land for Jobs scam case also today. Interestingly, when that scam is alleged to have happened, which I think was 2004 or 2009, Tejasvi Yadav would have been 14 and then in 2009 would have been 19 years old. What's going on to the fact that every other politician in this country seems to be corrupt or seems to be having some charges being investigated against them, everyone except the BJP?
See, here is the thing, Sarah. I mean, from what Mr. Sridhar Reddy also stated, I mean, the narrative that has been continuously carrying on for the last few days, weeks or months is that the continued narrative that is almost spammed, I should say at this point, is that it's the Bharatiya Janata Party against the rest of the world or the rest of the political parties. But not once does any of this opposition, so-called opposition leader or politician facing allegations, do they come out and state that these allegations against me, this solid evidence against me is not true. Or rather, this solid... come out and prove that that evidence against you is not true. I mean, because if you look at this entire liquor
No, but
policy...
Mr. Reddy just
also,
said that. They're maintaining all along that it's not true.
Exactly. Then why is there so much of hard evidence against Ms. Kavitha or anybody else in the liquor policy scam?
What is the hard evidence,
see,
ma'am?
what is the... Here is the thing. The Enforcement Directorate or the CBI, they have come up with the entire checkered history of what happened since January 2021, along with the phones allegedly destroyed. Again, I'm a lawyer and I'll use the word allegations only. Innocent until proven guilty. So the alleged
innocent until proven guilty. Ma'am, just hold that thought. I think the point here is what you have just pointed out, that the opposition is claiming that they are innocent. There's no proof. There's nothing against them. You are claiming that that's not true. But the point is, in all these years, these cases don't seem to reach an end. Satyendra Jain has been in jail for now over a year. Isn't the process the punishment? In the end, we don't know what is
Sarah,
when are
that
these
is
cases
what I'm
going to
trying
end.
to say. Due process of law in India takes time. I mean, even if you look at a very, very heinous and sensitive case like Nirbhaya, in spite of all the criticisms, etc., it took 8 years to punish them after several rounds. The due process of law and especially the criminal law in India is very slow, and
in this case, the question to you is, why are there cases only against every other opposition leader in this country? Give me a second. I'm going to, I think these details. Congress 6 charges, Aam Aadmi Party 2, RJD 4, Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena 2, NCP 4 members of the NCP have cases against them. The BRS have 2 members of the BRS have cases against them. TMC has 7. JMM, Hemant Soren, National Conference 1. Every single opposition party, ma'am, seems to be having some case of the other. Everyone is corrupt and anti-national except for the BJP.
The Bharatiya Janata Party, okay, there is another claim that seems to be coming, that once anybody takes on or enters the Bharatiya Janata Party, everything is whitewashed.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
There are,
I'm glad you mentioned that.
I have not mentioned that. That is a claim that is coming again and again, and I've done this for the last 2 days. That is a claim that is coming again and again, but that is not true. There are several Bharatiya Janata Party leaders who have come from the opposition.
Name one.
Like who, ma'am?
Presently in the Bharatiya Janata Party who are facing allegations.
Ma'am, like who?
And the due process is continuing.
Like whom? Who are these leaders, ma'am?
Mr. Hemant Biswa Sharma, the case against him has not gone.
Chief Minister of Assam?
The case against him has not gone away. The case against him is still there.
So why is he allowed? Why should, hold on, let's get into, okay, Mr. Reddy, I'll come to you. Why should Manish Sisodia step down if there are cases against him, but Hemanta Biswa Sarma can continue? Let's get Reena Gupta, please come in over here. Mr. Reddy, I'll just come back to you.
Sarah, this is nothing but the desperation of Mr. Modi. He wants to convert this democracy of this country, beautiful democracy, into an autocracy. And since the time he has come to power, there has been a 4-fold increase in ED cases. And this is all hard data, Sarah. It's all out in the public domain. 4-fold increase in ED cases. 95% of those cases are against opposition leaders. The conviction rate is less than 1%. So what you've done is, since you've come to power, you have gone on a witch hunt against opposition leaders. And not a single Bharatiya Janata Party leader is behind bars. Mr. Hemanta Biswa Sharma is an excellent example. Let's look at the chronology of Mr. Hemanta Biswa Sharma. July 2015, Sarah. July 2015, Bharatiya Janata Party releases a booklet called Water Supply Scam.
Yeah.
I did not release that booklet. Bharatiya Janata Party released that booklet. water supply scam in Guwahati.
Yes.
Hemanta Biswa Sharma, number 1 accused. This is July 2015. 25th August 2015. Less than a 1 month later, Mr. Hemanta Biswa Sharma joins Bharatiya Janata Party. After that, he has not even been called once by ED or by CBI.
Absolutely,
So,
the case goes
how
cold.
can you? And these are people who were called corrupt by BJP, not by opposition leader.
Until
That why
they switched
and
over.
the list is long.
And he's not
Hemanta
alone.
Biswa Sharma,
Suvendu Adhikari, Mukul Roy, all of them.
Suvendu Adhikari, all of these people from opposition, you threaten them, you get them to join Bharatiya Janata Party, and they become Raja Harishchand overnight. Now, let's talk about the case against Mr. Manish Sisodia. For 1 year, you have been questioning Mr. Manish Sisodia. You look at the charge sheet, you look at the supplementary charge sheet, Manish Sisodia's name is not even there. You have not proved any money trail, no quid pro quo. You have nothing against Manish Sisodia, zero recovery. You are saying 10,000 crore scam. Do you even know how many zeros are there in 10,000 crore? Why is it that there has been not a recovery of a single paisa?
I want to get in Smita Gupta. Gupta.
Sarah, let me just complete my last point. However, in Karnataka, we saw 2 days ago, there was a cash recovery of 8 crore. Why did the ED and CBI not go there? Why did they not arrest
Because
that
they're
leader
busy.
out on bail again?
Because they're busy
Why
with
not
all
get
these
the ED
cases.
and CBI to go there? I challenge the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson to name one Bharatiya Janata Party leader who is behind bar for any ED or CBI case.
Okay, I want to bring in Smita Gupta. Smita, over here, is this a case of, so much has been said about the CBI being a caged parrot singing to its master's tunes, but the point is, are we to believe that every opposition leader in all political parties, except for the BJP, are corrupt, therefore their leaders belong in jail? And as Ms. Reddy points out, the point is, these cases don't seem to reach an end. There's no conclusion to them. As far as we know, at least like in Satyendra Jain's case, now we don't know how long Manish Sisodia is going to be in jail, because both sides, one side says they're innocent, the other side says they're guilty, but we never know because the cases don't seem to come to an end. The process is the punishment.
There is no side. It is the prosecution against the people accused. And due process does take time in criminal law.
Hold on.
As well as in India.
Hold on.
So it is
My argument, Ms. Reddy,
ridiculous.
hold on. I want Smita Gupta to come in. My argument is in response to you saying that they are saying they're innocent, there's so much evidence, but we don't know because none of these cases ever wind up.
Exactly. That has to be proven in a court of law.
Are they
so instead of crying wolf, that they are targeting us or persecuting us, why is there even any evidence against you? I mean, if there is no smoke, why is there, if there is no fire, why is there smoke?
Because the evidence, ma'am, as they would point out, just doesn't disappear overnight. As a Shiv Sena says, or as Manish Sisodia has been saying, that if he switched over to the BJP, he claims these charges would completely disappear, just like that dossier against Hemanta Biswa Sarma seems to have disappeared. Anyway, please, I want to bring in Smita Gupta. She's been waiting patiently. Go ahead, Smita.
Yeah, I mean, apart from the fact that speakers before me have pointed out that as many as 95% of those who are being tried under ED, CBI, etc., are from the opposition, seems very odd to anybody who looks at the figures. It is impossible that the BJP, all BJP leaders are clean. But apart from that, I want to also explain how the rules under which the ED, the Enforcement Directorate functions have been tightened in recent times. For instance, any statement that is made before an investigating officer under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, which is one of the laws under which the ED works, is admissible in a court of law, whereas under other laws, any statement made to a policeman is not admissible in a court of law. And we know what could happen. There is a reason why it is not admissible in a court of law in other cases. So
fascinating.
That is, all offences under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act are non-bailable.
And Ms. Kavitha has been questioned under the PMLA.
Prosecutor. So you are using a set of laws which makes it the whole process much tougher than people tried under other kinds of laws. Then more recently, they have the government has categorized a number of people as politically exposed persons. And they said that banks will need to maintain detailed records of senior bureaucrats, judicial and military officers, and politicians. So that in a way is encroachment into your privacy, isn't it? Why should the government do all that?
All right. So this story is not going away. Kavitha, who is being questioned under the PMLA. I'm going to have to come back to you. We have another important story that I want to touch upon on left, right and centre. She's been summoned again on the 16th. So we will be focusing on this story. It's not going away anywhere. Thank you all for joining us on left, right and centre.